Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's L-E-N-A-R-D. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Joining me today is Linda Kennedy. She is an author, and we'll get to that in a bit. But first, where were you born and raised? Where are you now? Significant places you may have been in between, that sort of thing.
Okay. I came from Texline, Texas, which is a little bitty town of about 300. And moved to Amarillo when I was 6, which is a bigger town. So, and I've lived here since then. I haven't gone too far. Been to Bangkok, Thailand, and Hong Kong. And
interesting.
Yeah, and that's about as far as I've gone. Came back, and
what took you over there?
My husband's business.
Okay, we'll get into that in a little bit then. Okay.
Yeah. And but besides that, that's as far as I've been, and came back, and I'm good. So
yeah. One thing I seen, again, you're an author, and we'll get to that in a bit, of course. But one thing I saw in your profile, it said 6th generation Texan.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's something I've never talked about anyone about. I guess I started doing the math that I'm a 6th generation Michiganian. I never really thought about it before, right? So do you know what motivated your great maybe another great grandparents or whomever to motivate to Texas, and where did they motivate from prior to that?
They were German, English, and Irish, so I think starvation. So yeah, I think they came over here because they needed to eat. So yeah. So, yeah, and one of my great grandfathers had a great big ranch down in Ashtola, Texas, which is by the 4 Sixes, until he got cut on a barbed wire fence and died of tetanus, which is not a good way to die.
Oh, so, my. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
So,
well, you hear about things like that, but it's not often that you know of anyone that anything like that actually has happened to. That was, of course, ages ago. Today, you wouldn't expect anyone.
You would hope not. No.
To die of that. We have the tetanus shots and all that. The recovery would not be fun either, but it's not a death sentence today like
it was then. No.
Exactly. So that's interesting. Have you worked that into any of your books?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. We'll put a pin in that and get back to that later too, because I wanted to next. I've never had anyone who's been an upholsterer on before, so it's like, okay. Well, that'll make for a different show. What in the world got you into the upholstery business? And how long were you in it, that sort of thing?
Well, I'm still in it. I've been in it for 54 years. So my mother and father started out with, we had cattle and stuff, but my mother and father had rent houses. So I started taking stuff apart, putting it together. And I was going to an upholstery shop in town and buying buttons and supplies and stuff. And he saw some of the stuff I was working. He goes, "You come to work for me." And my husband said, "Why are you working for him? You work for us." So I opened my own shop. So, but yeah. I decided I would retire a couple of years ago, and that didn't work well. All of my customers are going, no, just one more, one more. I'm going, oh my God, I'm never going to.
What kind of upholstery do you do? Chairs and that, or do you mainly do rugs or
No,
drapes and?
no. I do chairs and sofas, and a lot of my stuff is I do hair on hide stuff for
Is
a
that
lot of my.
is that an original design behind you over your head for those viewing on video?
That rug behind me is over 100 years old. It was in my great grandfather's house. My grandfather gave it to them the Christmas he married my grandmother in 1921. So,
Of course, that won't mean much to anyone listening on audio, and especially will be meaningless to anyone reading in a transcript, but it's interesting for those who are catching
yes,
on video.
it's a Navajo rug from 1921. So, yeah, all the stuff behind me is Indian art, and which everything in my house is. Yes. So Westerns are real easy for me to write.
So it's the natural segue then, I guess, to
Yeah.
the writing. You decided that now as part of winding, well, I want to be careful how I say this, winding down in life. I don't want to make it sound like you got one foot in the grave.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
So.
But I think you know what I mean. Yeah. As a later in life kind of project,
Yeah.
What moved you to writing now?
This has kind of always been my bucket list since 2001. One of my customers said, we were talking about burying the czar. And she goes, every time I talk to you, you know what, all the history stuff. She goes, why don't you put this down? I go, I don't know how to work a weird computer. She goes, you got to be kidding me. She goes, you've owned your own business for 25 years. You've got 2 daughters that run businesses. I go, I've got 2 towers in my spare room. And she goes, hook one of them up and learn how to use a computer. And so I did. And then I had a book. So, and I am a history nut every time I read. And I've got a book this thick on the royal families and all that kind of stuff. So
the royal families of what nation? England. Okay. Yeah.
So the first one I wrote was a historical romance of 1630 England. So
yeah, I was going to get into that in the profile. I see. I'm going to make a joke. Let me see if I can find it. I published my debut novel, Fallen Women, in 2016, and I'm now sharing my second novel, A Dream Made Possible Through, where'd it go? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there it is. People inspired me to write hysterical romance novels. I mean,
oh God,
historical joke, right? Hysterical.
I
don't know. Is there indeed any comedy mixed in the historical nature of the book?
Depends on how you read them. So
exactly, depending on your own sense of humor or not.
There's a little humor in there. So
yeah. Because my first international novel is Terror Strikes Coming Soon to a City Near You. And even though it's about terrorism, it's really about life and living, not death and destruction. But we're not here to talk about me. But there's a comic relief chapter in there because indeed things are so darn serious these days. But
you gotta laugh a little or you're gonna go nuts.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Cypress Hill. I don't know if you're familiar with ever hearing of that group. They do a song, Insane in the Membrane. Yeah, if we don't have a sense of humor, we'll go insane. But yeah, my terrorism book is historical fiction, or as I call it, faction. You could borrow that term if you like, right? Part fact, part fiction, rather than calling it historical fiction. And of course, you can borrow the joke, it's hysterical fiction going forward too. Right. Just remember where you heard it first.
Okay, all right.
Just as long as I
give
get
you credit
proper
for it.
accreditation. Exactly. I love people quoting me or using, my stuff. Just remember where you found it. Uh, so that first novel was inspired by friends, is what you're saying.
Well,
You know all this
yeah.
stuff. Why don't you put it in a
Why don't
book?
you make a book out of it? And I'm going, well, okay, let's see what I can do. And I did. And then I got it published. And then I grew up on ranches, working cattle, riding horses, doing all this kind of stuff. And my mother's going, you've got all these family stories. Why don't you do a book about them? I'm going, well, okay, I could probably do that. So, I mean, I grew up riding a cutting horse and doing all this stuff. And so then I got a fictional woman, tied her together with all the family stories. And there's a whole lot of family stories in there. And I'm going, okay.
That's I say all the time, including in my How to Write a Book and Get It Published.
Oh, I needed that when I
started. That's why I wrote it. A lot of people need that to start because they've got stories in them. They just don't know where to start or where to finish. But indeed, write about what you know. Now, you don't want to have the memoir of Linda Kennedy because people would say, who the hell is Linda Kennedy and why should I give a bleep, right? So you write a fictionalized version of the interesting aspects of your life, and it can be very interesting and important. Telling of tales, sharing of values and principles. So you've discovered that, and that's what you're doing, yes?
And you write about a lady that when people are hunting her, she changes into a lady that has no problem killing the bounty hunters that are after her, and she can kill with no problem at all.
Oh, great. So this is one of those fifth wave feminism empowerment
garbage.
Oh, yeah. I knew I'd get a laugh out of you from that. Yeah. No, this is not woke garbage. Right? Am I right?
My ladies are very strong, and they take care of themselves.
They're strong women, but they're still... They know what it means to be a woman still, yes?
But, in today's, there are a lot of women that don't know how to take care of themselves, and they put up with a lot of crap. So maybe they need to read about a woman who doesn't. So
and one of my, in fact, being a man, I took a crack at a female lead in the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, about a strong young lady too, because indeed we need books about strong young women, but not fifth wave feminist wokest idiots. I take it you are in an agreement with me on that.
Yes. We don't need them to go, so.
Wilting violets, but it's strong 1 minute, but crying, wilting in the corner the next.
No, we just need them to know how to take care of things, or at least I think they need to.
Yeah, what is the title of that first book?
The first book is called, let me find it.
For the benefit of the transcript, she's going to hold up the book. Fallen Woman, which I mentioned. That is the title. She's showing the book on the behind the scenes video, which is why you should be watching the show on video, not listening on audio.
Your lovely face.
Yeah, well, that's a downside. Yeah, wanting to look at me is the negative, but it's good to see the guests. And you are writing the second book, or you've released or are about to release?
No, I've got 3 books out. I'm writing the 4th book.
Oh, okay. Now, is this a continuing series, or are these?
These are all standalones. So, and the second book is the Western, and that I wrote about the family, and it's called Lone Star Lady. And she's walking down that staircase with a derringer in her dress. She's wanting to shoot her stepfather to get her sisters back.
Uh-huh. Those viewing on a full screen will probably be able to see the book cover pretty good, but us recording, I don't quite see that.
Well, so, yeah. I will give you the website, and they can go to the website in a little bit, and then they can see pictures of it and little videos of it and of the books. And
great. We'll get to the website at the end of the interview. So book number 3 then is
called Mayan Moon.
Mayan as in
the Mayan people. Yes.
Tribes. Yeah.
Yes. And I wrote it. I always liked the Aztec and the Maya, the Inca. I not got into them yet. But the Mayan people, this lady was in Texas, and it was right at the end of the Civil War, and she had a husband that married her. He was gay, which they didn't call it gay back then, but he married her to protect her from another man that wanted her real bad. And when he found out the husband was dead, he beat her half to death to prove his love for her. And and so she ran just as far as she could. So she wound up in
Mexico. Who is this trying to steal the show now?
I don't know.
The kitty cat right next to you. See the kitty?
Oh, good Lord. Maddie, get down.
How adorable. So that's Maddie the cat. Yeah.
That's Maddie the cat. And I've got another one on top of the chair just looking at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. So. I love it when the fur babies decide to get in on the act.
They're going to take over the show.
Yeah. So that's cute. Maddie. We've had some black cats, so that's cute. Does Maddie have gold eyes?
No, does she? I think she's got green eyes.
Green, yeah. Black cats, either gold or green are the usual. Yes, that's.
So we found her in the parking lot. So.
So a rescue then. That's good. That's good.
Anyway, but Mayan Moon was about. I like the Mayan people and stuff, and this lady ran all the way to Central America to get away from this man, and he followed her anyway. So she saved a Mayan chieftain's son, and she's got blonde hair, and they think blonde and redheaded people are kind of gods, and she kind of winds up turning into one.
Right. So, yeah, that's why the Spaniards, based on their legends, they at first thought they may have been deities rather than just colonizers. It's a little late now, of course, but people have finally learned the Mayan calendar did not end on 2012. It's a circular calendar, and it rotates. One of my favorite movies is 2012, Roland Emmerich.
Mine too.
Yeah, isn't that a great movie? I love that.
Wonderful.
I'm a former IT guy, so I went through the year 2000 stuff, the Y2K hysteria too, with the clocks rolling over then too.
All that hysteria.
Oh my God!
Oh God, yes, I'm a nerd from way back.
So what's the next hysteria, right? Whose calendar's going to supposedly end the world next now? But so now the 4th book is out, or it isn't
quite out. I've got a couple. It's going to be another historical romance. Henry VIII and Elizabeth I are in it. So, yes. So
interesting.
I had to go back a little bit and reboot.
So it sounds to me like you're having a lot of fun with these.
I enjoy them immensely. I work in my shop to pay for my other career. So
I hear you. I'm by no means becoming rich like J.K. Rowling or
oh
Stephen King
no.
based on my writings either. But
And down here it's Jody Thomas. So she's from Amarillo. So I'm going, and I met her sometime back. So,
oh,
but anyway,
okay. But yeah, I mean, it's a passion. You should do it because you love it. And stories are always worth sharing. Again, hey, if you get rich off of one, that's great. That's wonderful. That's bonus. But as I say in How to Write a Book and Get It Published, hints, tips, and techniques, if you're thinking you're writing with the intention of getting rich, you're in it for
you're
the
not.
wrong reason. Yeah.
The one thing I recommend, if you want to get a book, want to self-publish one, put your name on it. Don't let them put their name on it.
Absolutely.
First rule.
Yeah.
Because you'll never be able to sell it to anybody. You got to have your name on it. And that was something I learned the hard way.
Yes, so, a lot of people do. I go into that in How to Write a Book and Get It Published a degree. Most of the main publishing firms, why most people avoid them like the plague now, they want to own your book. They own the rights to your book. There's self-publishing, and most self-publishers, or as I call them, assisted publishers.
Yeah.
That those are the ones you want that help you, assist you to publish, but indeed you retain the rights to your books. They don't take it.
They don't have it.
Yeah.
And you really need a literary agent if you can find one. Fortunately, they came looking for me. Thank you, God. So,
if you could find one and afford one, because they can be expensive too. So,
for me,
publicist, a PR agent, all those sorts of things. You got to do as much of that yourself as you can. Yep.
So, but fortunately, so far, so good. So, but we'll see what happens. So,
well, the time has flown by already. So, indeed, let's move on to that last question. The website. Where do people find out more about you and more about your books? And let me write it down so I can make sure I write it on the scroll. What is your website?
LindaKennedyBooks.com.
That's not very imaginative.
No, it's not. But it's quite simple.
Right. It's functional.
It's functional. It'll take you to the books. It's got little videos, and it'll take you where to buy them. So,
and you gave the right response to my teasing you. You laughed again. This is jokes, people. This is needing to keep a sense of humor.
Life is too short.
Yep, it's LindaKennedyBooks.com, and I take it they're all available on Amazon because most books are sold through Amazon, yes?
Yes, sir, they are.
Are they available in Kindle as well as print, and do you have them in audio form also?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Yeah, I've still got a few of mine in my collection that I need to convert to audio version, but thank God with Amazon now, the Amazon Audible system, the virtual voice AI, it's easier to do that. You don't have to go out and hire actors to do it.
No.
So you could do it a lot more affordable because most books used to not come out on audio because it would cost too much to make the audiobook. You would never make that money back.
Well, my sister says they sound real good because she travels a lot and she puts it on audio and just listens to them. So I guess they're good.
It is very functional. There was a while when I'm on disability now. That's why I write. What can I do from my? I'll joke. My ugly couch. See all the junk. I'm not a hoarder. I'm not, but I am a slob. You could see all that stuff
Well, my desk
under
looks
the
just
green.
like that. So
Yeah, under
my
the
daughter
green
yells at me all the
screen
time
there.
to clean it up. I'm going, if it's not dysfunctional, I'm not working. So
That's right. That's right. So, but what can I do from my ugly couch? Well, I could do a show. I'm doing that. I can write books. I'm doing that. I can write and record music again. So I'm doing that again. In fact, since we joked about sixth generation Texan, I will tack on one of my songs called States of Confusion, only because it's the only song I have that remotely relates to the discussion we're having, because there's poking a little fun at Texas as well as my own state and the state of California and all that in there. So
I like old country.
Oh, yeah, I've got a bunch of folk songs and country songs as well as gospel, and I've even got an instrumental. I have a couple pop, rock, and thrash metal. I like to dabble in a little bit of everything. So we know one of the cats is Maddie. Make sure you give Maddie a hug for us. What's the other cat's name?
Gracie.
Gracie. Okay. After Grace Kelly?
What did we name her after?
By the grace of God, she survived.
By the grace of God, she survived, because my daughter brought her to me and she was 3 days old, and we didn't know if we were going to get her to survive or not, because we were feeding her with a syringe.
Oh, so she was a preemie then.
Oh, she was. Her mother abandoned her out in a field where we had a colt, and
oh
we just brought her
boy,
home and prayed we were going to keep her alive.
well, it was meant to be. So yes, give Maddie and Gracie a hug for us all.
Okay.
Thank you, Linda Kennedy, for coming on today. And again, that's LindaKennedyBooks.com. Take care.
Yes.
God bless.
You too.
Welcome to the states of confusion. U.S. of A. United we sit, where once we used to stand, are playing different tunes, no longer the same band. Woke up in Massachusetts, land of the free and the tax. Harvard elite sipping lattes, telling us how we should act. From Boston to Cambridge, it's all mass hysteria. Protests in the streets while they're counting their hysteria. Yelling about tolerance, but cancel you quick if you disagree. Welcome to the People's Republic of do as I say, not as we. We're living in the states of confusion. Coast to coast is the same. Red states, blue states, everybody playing the blame game. From sea to shining sea, it's one big comedy. States of confusion. Lord have mercy on me. Drive through Missouri, show me state, turn state of misery. Gateway Arch standing tall over meth labs and barbecue misery. Kansas City steaks, but the heartland's feeling the squeeze. Flyover country getting forgotten, while the coasts do as they please. Show me the money, show me the job, show me where the hope went. Cause right now Missouri's just one long state of misery lament. Then there's California, sorry I mean California dream, where the stars all glitter and the taxes make you scream. Silicon Valley billionaires preaching save the planet from their jets, while homeless tents line the sidewalks and the middle class just forgets. Legal weed in the morning, illegal everything by night. California, where the sun shines bright, but the future ain't right. Now back to my own backyard, the great Michigan. Once Motor City muscle, now rust and regret on the brain. Detroit went bankrupt, but the taxes still keep on rising. Politicians promise jobs while the factories keep on closing. Great Lakes to glisten, but the economy's in the tank. Michigan, yeah, we're trying real hard, but we just keep falling back. And don't get me started on Illinois, the state of Illinois. Chicago, corruption running deep like that deep dish void. Politicians grinning while the taxes keep on rising high. Windy City blowing smoke, making honest folks wanna cry. Springfield to the suburbs, everybody's getting fleeced. Illinois is hell, yeah. This state's a straight up beast. Now we hit Texas, Lone Star, state of Texas pride. Oil barons riding high while the grid fries nationwide. Austin weirdos dancing with cowboys in the heat. Border talking ballots can't keep the chaos off repeat. Big trucks, bigger hats, and politics that bite. Texas, yeehaw, freedom, but the power's out tonight. We're living in the states of confusion, from mass hysteria to California shore. State of misery in the middle, Michigan and Illinois forevermore. Red, blue, purple, we're all confused as can be. States of confusion, but it's still the land of the free. Lord have mercy. States of confusion, yeah, that's now status of the people we.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
Elevate your music with our production services for indie artists. We also create engaging book trailers. Reach out for a quote.
Joseph Leonard, stand up for what is right, 'cause God shares his message every day and night. Believes in freedom and making his voice heard, sharing his message over all the earth. God loves Joseph for all you do. Stand strong and God bless you.
Announcing Constitutionalist Podcast gear. CTP gear or CTP wear if you prefer. Headgear like hats. Torso gear, apparel. Drink gear, mugs and glasses, and the sort. So, subscribe to CTP at tinyurl.com/subscribe to CTP. Get your CTP gear via tinyurl.com/CTP gear. And of course, get your Joseph M. Leonard Media manuscripts via josephmleonard.us/shop. And again, that's Leonard without an O. josephmleonard.us/shop. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.